Yo, what is up YouTube? It's your boy Jack and we're kicking back with another video. And today we've got week numero 3 NFL predictions. I had a great week last week getting 12 right. Just straight up obviously. 21-11 is my record. Will be in the title, but yeah, as followed Thursday night football will be your Carolina Panthers heading to Houston to face the Houston Texans. Now, Panthers coming off a solid performance versus New Orleans and taking the dub, and the Texans, who are 1-1, obviously getting demolished by the Browns. Sam Darnold hasn't looked bad with his new team, and Tyrod Taylor might not play. I think he is out for at least 3 weeks, if I saw thing correct. I might be wrong though, but I think Tyrod Taylor's out for the Texans. So what's next for the Texans? I can't see the Texans beating the Panthers this week. The point spread is 7.5 for now. If you want to learn on that, and I'm gonna say the Panthers beat the Texans 31-20. Now, your second matchup, which is the Los Angeles Chargers versus the Chiefs. Now, Tyreek Hill didn't do much last week, but again, Chiefs losing to the Ravens in a shocker. And the Chargers are 1-1 as of now. Yeah, point spread in this one is 6.5, and I'm going to have to say the Chiefs do cover that and win 34-24. Now we have the Cardinals and the Jaguars. Now the Jaguars 0-2, Cardinals 2-0. Point spread for this one 7.5. Cardinals, Kyler Murray is amazing so far, amazing, and Trevor Lawrence has made some rookie mistakes and everything. So it's like Trevor, you're gonna see it from rookies though. Again, Zach Wilson threw 4 interceptions, but obviously Trevor did a lot better than that. I think Trevor is going to get it done. Not this week, but he's a great talent, and I believe in him. But I'm going to have to pick the Cardinals covering the spread and winning 31-20. Now you have your Bears versus Browns. Point spread 7.5. Browns 1-1, coming off a win versus the Texans, and the Bears beating the Bengals. Now, are we going to see Justin Fields this week? Because Andy Dalton did go out with an injury. Are we going to see him? Obviously, the Browns, Baker did get hurt as well. I think he did return, though. I got to say Browns again. Browns are a solid team. Point spread, again, like I said, 7.5. Browns are going to win 30-17. Now we have Washington football team versus the Buffalo Bills. Now, Bills beating the Dolphins 35-0 last week, and the Bengals obviously losing to the Bears. Both teams 1-1. Point spread in this one is 9.5 for the Bills. Can Washington? I think Washington might cover that, but again, Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, when these guys look solid, not many people can beat them. The Bills are a solid team, solid defense, solid everything, right? You know what I mean? I do personally think the Bills will cover 10 at home. It's going to be tough. They'll cover exactly 10, which obviously 9.5. So they will cover 10 and win 34-24. Now your Colts and the Tennessee Titans. Now, Titans 1-1, coming off a win versus the Seahawks last week, and your Colts losing to the Rams. Now, Colts, obviously, iffy. Jonathan Taylor, maybe one bright spot for them. I mean, he didn't look too solid last week, but again, he's in his second year. Let's see. I think he'll improve, though, and do really well. And the Titans, obviously, Derrick Henry ran amazingly well. I think 47 fantasy points or something crazy like that if you're doing fantasy. Point spread for this one is 5.5. And I'm going to say the Colts actually hold on to it and don't lose by 5, but they still lose the game Texans win 31. Titans win 31-17. Now your New Orleans Saints and your New England Patriots. Jameis Winston looked horrible last week. Look for him to rebound in this one. And Mac Jones, it was just all Patriots defense pretty much last week versus the New York Jets. Mac Jones did not look solid for when he got his passes. I mean, they won the game like 25-6, but again, it was mostly all defense and run game. Damian Harris looked solid against a struggling Jets defense. Yeah, so I think the Saints, the point spread is 3.5 for the Patriots, but I'm gonna say the Saints do pull it out and win 27-24. Jameis has a good game. Falcons and the Giants. Now the Giants point spread is 3.5. Can they cover it? And obviously the Falcons, Kyle Pitts, not looking too solid. Matt Ryan, not looking too solid. Mike Davis, not looking too solid. Their defense is not great, as obviously the Buccaneers tear them a crazy one. But, I mean, 2 pick sixes did help for the Buccaneers. Again, I'm going to have to say Giants do cover the point spread, 3.5, and win 24-17. Now the Bengals and the Steelers. Now the Steelers coming off a loss versus the Raiders, and the Bengals coming off a loss versus the Bears. Both teams 1-1. Big Ben. Again, maybe this Raiders team is something to be worried about and scared. But yeah, Big Ben didn't look solid against them. I mean, Big Ben hasn't looked solid these first couple weeks, but they did pull out a W in week 1 versus the Bills. But, yeah, and the Bengals obviously losing. Joe Burrow, solid, but I'd say I'd still give him another 1 or 2 years to really show up in the NFL because they're a horrible offensive line, right? Jamar Chase looks solid too, though. Point spread is negative 4.5 for the Steelers right now. I'm going to say the Steelers do cover that and win 27-20. Now the Ravens and the Lions. Now the Ravens coming off a crazy game versus the Chiefs. Crazy. Lamar Jackson finally got his win versus the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes' first loss in September. Patrick Mahomes' first interception in September. But the Ravens all forced that. And Lamar, they went for it on 4th and 1. And Lamar Jackson would keep the ball and get the first down. And obviously the Lions struggling 0-2, getting demolished by the Packers last week, 35-17. Point spread in this one is 10. Actually, I think it's 10.5. I don't know why I put 10. It's either 9.5 or 10.5. Probably 10.5. And I think the Ravens definitely will cover that one and win 37-17. Again, last week's prediction. Last week's score for the Packers. Jets and the Broncos. Now, the Broncos, obviously, 2-0. I mean, they're not looking bad. Teddy Bridgewater, revenge game against the Jets. They did have him for only a week, and they would waive him, release him. That was back 2 years ago, I think, maybe longer. And, yeah, your Jets struggling. Zach Wilson, 4 interceptions. Not saying he's a bust at all. I mean, I really believe in the guy. I think he can get it done. But that was just a horrible, horrible performance by him. And the Jets defense, I mean, held them to, I think, 5 field goals or something crazy like that. So, I mean, it wasn't the defense's fault. They were just put in tough positions. Yeah, so, again, the point spread is 10.5. And I think the Jets will cover it. Because they're only going to win by, the Broncos will win, but they'll only win by 10. And they'll win 27-17. Now the Dolphins and the Raiders. Now, Raiders coming off another solid win. Dolphins coming off a horrible loss. Is Tua okay to play? Who knows? But, and then the Raiders, obviously, maybe they're going to collapse. But, who knows? Who knows? I still gotta pick the Dolphins if Tua plays, though. I think the Dolphins will cover 3.5, so they're plus 3.5. Yeah, Raiders are favorited by 3.5, obviously, as I'm saying. But I'm going to have to pick the Dolphins winning 27-24. Now the Buccaneers and the Rams. Now this one's either going to be a shootout or a defensive matchup. I think it's going to be a shootout. Yeah. Buccaneers solid. Tom Brady on a mission this year, throwing for a bunch of touchdowns. Yep. And the Rams obviously beating the Colts. Rams are looking solid as well. Rams could be a Super Bowl favorite with Matthew Stafford on the squad. And that's solid defense. Negative 1.5 for the Buccaneers. I say they win by 3 and they win 37-20 or 37-34. High scoring. Now the Seahawks and the Vikings. Seahawks losing to the Titans last week, and the Vikings losing to the... Why do I not know this? I should. Vikings losing to the Cardinals by 1 point because their kicker missed a field goal at the end. That's what it was. Couldn't remember if he made it or he missed. He did miss. Yeah, so Vikings 0-2. Point spread is only negative 1.5 for the Seahawks. I mean, Vikings, they've played solid 2 games. They've just come out on the losing end by 1 point last week and 3 points week 1. So, I mean, maybe the Vikings are a solid team. They just are coming out and losing close games that they need to win. I think the Seahawks do get it done. Negative 1.5, and they win by 7. They win 30-24. Now the Sunday Night Football matchup, which is the Green Bay Packers. I have the hat on to represent them this week. And the 2-0 San Francisco 49ers coming off a solid win last week. Negative 3.5 for the 49ers is the pick, so they have to win by 4, obviously. Aaron Rodgers may be back to his old self. Aaron Jones played exceptionally well last night. I'm recording this on Tuesday. It was Monday night game, obviously, versus the Lions. I mean, it's not too hard to beat the Lions, but who knows? Maybe the Lions turn it around. But other than that, the Packers may be back on track. And the 49ers, I think the 49ers are a Super Bowl contender this year. And I think the 49ers are going to take down the Packers. 49ers by 4, 31-27. Obviously, I can't put up 7 there. Yeah, so 49ers win. Eagles and the Cowboys. Cowboys 4.5 favorites. Jalen Hurts didn't look too bad last week, but still not good enough as the Eagles would lose to the 49ers, and the Cowboys would beat the Chargers. So I really, maybe Dak is back. Dak back. CeeDee Lamb looking solid. Yeah, so this is your Monday Night Football matchup, and I think it's going to be a subpar one. I don't think it's going to be, I think it's going to be good, but I don't think it's going to be a great game. Division rivals, I mean, that's something to look forward to. But again, I think the Cowboys just overmatched the Eagles on offense. And I mean, I get the Cowboys' defense isn't too solid, but I just think they can still contain Jalen Hurts and Devonta Smith. And the Cowboys are going to win on Monday night and cover 4.5 and win 27-21. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more. Thank you again for watching. I just said that, but thanks again. And yeah, peace.